In this video demonstration, I'm going to show you how to make up the beautiful Belinda flower and also to use the leaf sprigs and how they cut and how we make this very, very simple, sweet card where all of the patternation and everything comes just from the dies. So we'll be using the JND523 and the JND524 new slimline dies, Belinda and leaf sprigs. So let's see how this card is made. So to make that little cute card with the beautiful collection of flowers and leaves on there and the little dots and things, we're going to use two of the brand new slimline dies from John Next Door. So we're going to use the JND524, which is the beautiful Belinda flower. It's an absolutely beautiful flower. And the JND523, which is the leaf sprigs. And as you can see here, these are both slimline dies. So these have been designed so that they fit through all of your mini machines. So we're going to start by making up the flower. And what I've done here is I've cut a scrap of card already to, it's basically nearly 6, so it's just over 5 3/4 inches. So it's half of A4 and I've cut it down to 2.5 inches. And that's the right size, first of all, so that you're still able to tape the die down, but also so that you can get 6 of these pieces from a piece of A4 card. So you will get at least sort of, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So you'll get at least 6. You can be a little bit more careful and get yourself sort of 8 from there, but you do need to leave some space so that you can actually tape the die down. And all you need to do is to place this into your mini machine. And although it's a plate and has a lot of detail on there, it does cut beautifully through in all of the mini machines. So I'm just turning it now through in the Crafts 2 one. And you can take it forward and bring it back if you want to, but one run through will be enough to be able to cut all of your pieces. And I'll just show you all of the pieces that we get in this. So let's move that one out of the way. You can see here we've already got some pieces that have stayed on the mat. So you get this beautiful sort of like star-like piece out of it. So I'm just going to peel that off and we'll start taking them out. So you get the Belinda flower, which is a new flower that I've designed with this beautiful cut line in the middle of it. And again, as per usual, you get different sizes, and these are no smaller than you would get in the larger dies, the flower dies that I do. So let's just pop the last bits out. So you can see here, as per usual, you get 2 large, 2 medium, and you get 2 smaller. You then get the sort of centre or mini flower in this. It's like a mini sort of star type flower. And you get 4 of these from it. And then you get the centre circles as well. And again, you get 4 of these. Just like that. So nice and simple. And also the background works as a background or as a stencil. So you do get a really nice colour or a really nice piece to work as that. I've actually dropped this against a piece of green. You can see you get a really nice background piece as well, which helps with making other cards. So that's the simple of cutting our flowers. There's lots of ways to do these and decorate these together. All I'm going to do is just literally fold along this cut line. So there is a cut line on each of the petals, which makes folding very, very easy. And so you can use them singly, or you can mount them together, which is what I'm going to do with this larger one here. So a little bit of glue glaze in the centre, just like that. We rotate that round and it gives you that beautiful full flower. And you can stack them together, you can mix them with different colours, you can mix them with different sizes. So here I've used this sort of lilac lavender, so I'm just going to do one more. So I'm just popping each one so I don't need any tools or anything. Like this, there we go. Take the second one and do exactly the same on that. Nice and simple. and again rotate them. But you can mix them with different colours, that sort of, you know, anything, put the different sizes together, stack them downwards. There's loads of different options to do with this. So I'm just going to pop that one on, rotate it round, and it will fit exactly. And then you have an option with the centre ones. So you can, here I've got just a piece of our moulding foam. So this is the Crafts 2 moulding foam. So I'm just going to take 2 of these little sort of centres and shape those. Bring in my flowers. So all I've done is press down with the ball tool to sort of round those out and ball those out. That gives me a beautiful little centre for each flower, or I can use them separately. So I'm just going to pick these up and pop them onto my mat, just like that. And again, all we do is just press down and roll those through. So we pop those to one side. I'm going to bring in now some that I've made where I've mixed different colours together. So I've just cut them in that colour and the mulberry. And for these, all I've done is to add a clear dewdrop in the centre. So very easy to do. Again, simply add a little bit of glue glaze into the centre. Pick up our dewdrop and add that in. I like a flower to have a centre, and I think by using the glass dewdrops, it gives it a beautiful centre colour. So I now want to show you how to cut the leaves, and the leaves could not be any simpler. So again, I've got a piece of card that's been cut down to 2.5 inches by just over 5 3/4. 5 3/4 will fit. Again, tape it down, and this die has been designed to give you 4 leaf sprigs out with 1 pass in your machine. Nice and simple. If you're using the Crafts 2 machine, it's simply the black cutting plate and the B plate. And again, we turn our handle, and with just a few turns, we get those beautiful leaves out. So again, as you see there, everything cut. So much easier. A lot of dies that are designed for these smaller machines are tiny themselves. And it means they're very, very difficult to not lose. I lose anything small. That's why I think the plate idea is really good. The other thing about these flower and leaves like this is if you want to sit in front of the TV at night and just have the little machine on a tray on your lap, you can, and very easily carry on crafting whilst you're doing other things rather than have to bring a big machine in. But you can see here you get a sort of left and right, large and small of the double sprig, which is perfect to take your flower. So I'm just going to make these up into a card because I think it's only fair to do that, and I want to show you the point of the little pieces that we've got extra. So again, I'm simply going to use my glue glaze and just pop a little bit on each of the leaves. And I've got a little mini card here that's sort of 3.5 by 7.5. And by mixing the 2 different colours and the different sizes together, I can get a really easy leaf spray without actually having to create any folds or anything else in there. But as you can see, that's absolutely perfect for taking one flower. They're designed to be able to be snipped in the middle and added up and make more to go around a wreath, but also these are fantastic if you're not sure how to put your flower on with leaves. Then it's been sized with most of my flowers in mind to enable you, as you can see there, look, very simply, to have something that works and shows the leaves coming out. So let's just take a smaller one in the alternate colour. And I like to do is to sit and make a lot of these all together and then have big piles. I've sort of got piles of them in different colours to play with and to do different pieces with, because they're so much fun to do. So again, I'm going to take that one and just cross it over a little bit. And the smaller and the large leaves really, really work. I'm then just going to use some 3D glue gel, as that's the best thing for putting my flowers on. So I just take a little bit of that, pop it on the back, allows me to place my flower down. And I'll take this other one that's a mix of the two colours, just like that. So you can see there how you've got that beautiful sort of flower. But of course we've got the smaller flowers as well. And we've got those little dots. And these allow us to add a little bit more interest to our card. Great for sort of clean and simple. So what I can do is just go a few little pieces on. And just pick up some of the smaller little flowers, just like that. And then we can go, and I can add on a few more little dots, and then just take some of those little beautiful star sort of centres and play with those as well, to add that little bit of interest to a simple plain background. And again, these have been sized so that you can very easily just add a few little pearls in the centre of those, and again keep that sort of size and interest going by adding a few of the little craft artist stick-on pearls around. I love adding this, but it adds a lot of interest and a larger card made just using the smaller machine and the new Belinda flower and the leaf sprigs. For more ideas, hints, tips and inspiration, why not visit us on Facebook.